Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a graphic novel review, and I do these every once in a while. And this week, today, I am doing a graphic novel review on Revenge, the Secret Origin of Emily Thorne. Now, this is a graphic novel I was actually really looking forward to. I had it pre-ordered when it was announced on Amazon. I actually got this a couple of days early. I think I got it like Sunday, I want to say Sunday I got it, or Sunday or Saturday I got it. So with Amazon, they actually send the graphic novels a little earlier than they do with the comic book stores. So I usually do get these graphic novels on Amazon. I get them early, so I do like that. I was actually planning on doing technically an advanced review for it, just didn't really have time to read the whole thing, but today I did have a little time to read the whole graphic novel. So what is this about? It's what happened between the show and what happened with Amanda Clark, with David Clark dying. Her in juvie and then getting to the Hamptons. Like, what brought her to that state? What brought her to her becoming Emily Thorne? So yeah, that's pretty much what we're getting here. We get to see a still classic story of revenge. Because she's trying to hunt down one of the people that framed her father, the person who actually brought the bomb on the plane. And at first, she just thought her sensei was trying to test her, and she was kicked out of being with her sensei and being trained if she didn't do this mission correctly, because she was being a little bit pompous about her skills. So this whole entire mission made her learn what her true mission can be and how she's going to seek revenge for her father. So that's pretty much the whole thing, and she does learn that it is connected to her father, this mission, as we learn as the graphic novels goes on. What did I think overall? I liked it. I think the story really brings you back to what the plot and what the main purpose of the show is. I think even the show kind of forgets that sometimes, especially last season. I think sometimes it gets so much into the soap opera-ness, it forgets why the hell is Emily doing this. And I think that's kind of the weak part of Revenge, the TV show, because it does forget about this, why this character has to be so emotionalist. And I think that was what was so interesting about season 1, is really Emily Thorne's character in general. She has to be emotionalist. Does she like Daniel? Can she like Daniel? Can she have friends? And is she being fake, honestly? You didn't really know, because she was pretending to be someone she wasn't to seek revenge. Obviously, she became friends with Nolan, but at a time, especially with the first season, it took her a while to trust Nolan or really become friends with Nolan. And then, as an audience, you question, does she like Jack better? Does she like Daniel better? But it's her, as we learn, now they're up to like season 4, it's her just being fake. And honestly, she created a monster in Daniel because of what she did. So in this, I think you get that, why she has to be this emotionalist monster in a way. Because, you know, the whole thing with the show, a lot of people think that Emily's becoming Victoria, and in ways she is, but I think, again, it just reminds you of what Emily/Amanda has to do. It really brings you back to the basics of who Amanda/Emily is, and I do like that. I like that it goes to the core of her character, which I think she has such an interesting character. Again, she kind of falls into things with her emotions, but she has to let go of that. And also, we get to see a lot more action here. I think the TV show also forgets the action portion of the series. There's not a lot of action, but there's a lot of drama in the show. So it's nice to see Emily in action, having her katana. There's a lot of action here. So happy to see that. And a lot of connections also to the show. And one being, of course, affinity times affinity. We get that totally here. A lot of red in the book, so the red Sharpie, referencing that. But the big thing is, one of the villains, which I'm not going to spoil, makes her inspired to hide in plain sight. So you do get a lot of connections to, let's say, season 1 of Revenge and how she created the character of Emily Thorne. So, and also I like, for a comic book theme, it really shows that Amanda Clark was her secret identity in a way. So I think they really translated the story very well into a comic book that made sense. Now, what was the bad parts of this issue? I think the main characters or the main villains they brought in, I didn't care about, and that was a big negative for this graphic novel, because of course I care what's going on with Emily, but we don't have those supporting characters like Nolan or Jack or Charlotte or, you know, Victoria. We don't really have those supporting characters, and we have these other supporting characters that didn't really quite interest me. And I also think a big negative was probably the art style. I think the art's good, just not for this book, honestly. Like, the coloring, great, this could work with other books, but something that is so important, personally, what I thought to this book is facial expressions. What the hell is Emily really thinking? And the facial expressions were very plastered on with this graphic novel. And I feel like the drawings were very stiff, so you really couldn't get to see the emotion of these characters. And maybe that's why I didn't connect with these villains or slash secondary characters, because they were so stiff, and you didn't really get to see the emotion pour through onto the page. So I think that was a big negative for the book. But overall, I think if you are a revenge fan, you're going to get a lot out of this. I enjoyed the graphic novel for what it was. I did expect a little bit more from it, but I do recommend it, probably at a cheaper price. I'm going to pay $25 for it, but I would say, you know, $15 to $20 is probably a better price. So if you could get that, it's also a hardcover, you have to see that. So if you get it $15 to $20, I think you should definitely buy it as a revenge fan. If you're not a revenge fan, I don't recommend this. But if you watch the show and you really like it, I do recommend the graphic novel. So I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic You Know. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic You Know and the Rant Situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also in the description below, there is links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, if you want to learn more about that. Again, in the description below. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.